What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back again with the NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Friday, January 27th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Only place you're going to get updates to my sim results as we get closer to lock. And it's the place that I want you to hit me up with any questions about this slate. Let me know who you like from this video, who you dislike from this video, any general questions you have. I've got a post with this video and the FanDuel version in it. Reply, hit me up with whatever you want. And finally, we close it out with BetMGM, sponsor of the video. Thanks, BetMGM, for being the sponsor here. 2 free months of Stokastic Plus Platinum, along with up to $1,000 in first bet insurance. You're really not going to find a better deal anywhere else, so take advantage now while you still can. Now, we round out the bottom of my top 10 with Evan Mobley, Darius Garland, Jimmy Butler, Karis LeVert, and Tyler Hero on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. First up at number 5, I'm going to Brandon Clark. He is power forward center eligible, 4,900, projected for 31. The goal is 29.5, and he's in the optimal lineup 22% of the time. He is just simply not priced correctly if he is the starting center for the Memphis Grizzlies, and I think I might even be pessimistic with 28 minutes. He's a 1.1 fantasy point per minute guy in this spot because it's a pace-up matchup against Minnesota, and Brandon Clark gets the dual eligibility. I'm going to have him in basically everything I'm doing today, assuming he's the starter. 18% usage, 14.5 points, 9 boards, 2 assists, and 2 stocks. This is one of the easier things that you're going to be able to get to for today. He just fits in all lineup constructions. Same game, different team. Anthony Edwards in at number 4, shooting guard, small forward eligible, 9K, projected for 48.5. The goal is 50, and he is in the optimal lineup 24% of the time. He's playing massive minutes right now, 37 a game, 1.3 fantasy points per minute in this spot. It is a giant pace-up spot for Minnesota. They gain 3.8 possessions above their average. Memphis is the fastest team in pace in my database. And it should be a competitive game. Minnesota, 3-point dogs, so you expect to get the full run out of Anthony Edwards. And these teams are a little chippy after the playoffs last year. 29% usage for Anthony Edwards, 26.5 points, almost 7 boards, 5 assists, and 2.5 stocks. This guy fills up the stat sheet. He's got the best positional eligibility that you can find. 9K is a pretty big price, but on a 5-game slate, you can stomach that a little bit more. In at number 3, we're going back to the TJ McConnell experience. Point guard eligible, 6,500, projected for 39. The goal is 37.5, and he's in the optimal lineup 26% of the time. It really just doesn't take much for McConnell to be a guy that can be in an optimal lineup for you. 33 minutes here for McConnell, 1.18 fantasy points per minute, 18% usage, 13 points, 9.5 assists, so very close to knocking on the door of a double-double, 5.5 rebounds, 2 stocks. It's pace neutral against Milwaukee, and it's likely that Indiana gets destroyed by the Bucks. They also have 3 Q tags that honestly could unlock McConnell even more. If you end up getting no Nembhard and Nesmith and Turner, I mean, TJ McConnell could play 38 minutes today if they happen to keep it close, but anything over 30 is going to keep him very viable at 6,500. He may have a Q tag right now, but he's in here at number 2. That's Rudy Gobert, center eligible, 6,400, projected for 40. My goal, 37, and he's in the optimal lineup 27% of the time. He's just not priced correctly. Past 2 times that he's played 34.5 and 35.5 minutes. I only gave him 32, and he looks great here. 1.25 fantasy points per minute in that time, 14.5 points. Let's just say it, 15 points and 15 rebounds. This is an incredible spot for Rudy Gobert. The pace is exceptional. You also get 2.5 stocks. Maybe he gets an assist as well, but we're not really worried about that as much. Every part of this game environment is great. The only thing we have to worry about right now is the Q tag on Rudy Gobert. Assuming he plays, he's very clearly one of the best things that you can get to today. Now, before we get to that number 1 contender, I got to remind you, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Head on over to Twitter, follow me at Josh Engleman. That's where you get the updates to my sims. That's where I want your questions. Tell me what you like, what you dislike, and if you have any general questions at all for today's slate, find the thread with this video in it. Finally, BetMGM. You guys know the drill. 2 months of Stokastic Plus Platinum and up to $1,000 in first bet insurance. My number one contender for today is Buddy Hield. He's shooting guard small forward eligible, 6,100, projected for 35, goal 35. He's in the optimal lineup 27% of the time. I gave him 33 minutes, but if we lose Nembhard or Neesmith or even potentially Miles Turner, depending on how you want to change the shape of the team, there is minutes upside for Hield. But even at 33, I got him over a fantasy point per minute. He's got the best eligibility you can get, guard, forward, and utility, along with what you see on the screen. 18 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, a stock and a half. It all looks good. They just need to stay in it. They aren't likely to stay in it. You know, they are 8-point dogs at home against the Bucks, but for Buddy Hield to get over 30 minutes because of that flexibility, I have no choice but to want to go there. And there is certainly some upside based on minutes. Buddy Hield right now is my number one contender. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Friday, January 27th. FanDuel version. It's around here somewhere, so check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some money. We are back again Sunday morning for another edition of the Contenders.